Hey co-filter besties, have you ever driven through a heavy rainstorm, feeling tired, wanting to turn around and just stay home, but then you look at the people you love and suddenly you find the strength to keep going? Well, that's exactly what happened to us today. Welcome back to another family adventure, co-filter besties. Today, we're visiting one of our absolute favorite restaurants here in the United States, Golden Corral. And let me tell you, this place is more than just a restaurant for me. It holds so many memories, comfort, gratitude, and reminders of how far life can take you when you refuse to give up on your dreams. So come with us as we eat, explore, and enjoy one of the America's most famous buffet restaurants. Let's go, besties! Before arriving here, we drove through a heavy rain. It was raining so hard that honestly I was already feeling discouraged. It was already around 8:30 in the evening. Visibility was poor, and every parent knows that driving in bad weather with kids in the car can be stressful. Part of me wanted to turn around. Part of me wanted to just go home. Parent knows that driving in bad weather with kids, and I look at Yuri and Denae. They were so excited. Their faces were glowing with anticipation. They kept talking about the food they wanted to eat. At that moment, I realized that sometimes the best memories are created when we push through discomfort. So we kept driving, and here we are, Golden Corral. That moment we walked inside, it felt warm and welcoming. One thing I love about Golden Corral is the incredible variety of food. There are so many choices that sometimes you don't even know where to begin. They have fresh salads, vegetables, fruits, soups, grilled dishes, steaks, fish, chicken, mashed potatoes, pasta, bread, desserts, cakes, ice cream, cotton candy, and so much more. Since it was already late and I was hungry, I honestly didn't spend too much time deciding what to get first. The very first thing I placed on my plate was a pancake. As I walked around the buffet, I started filling my plates with my favorite vegetables and salads. Growing up in a poor family in the Philippines, eating at places like these was something I never imagined. We didn't have opportunities to explore different cuisines. We ate what we could afford, and because of that, I never became very adventurous when it came to food. Even today, I still hesitate to experiment with unfamiliar salad dressings. That's why Golden Corral feels comforting to me. There are familiar foods, healthy choices, and enough variety that I can slowly try new things without feeling overwhelmed. My personal favorites are broccoli salad, cherry tomatoes, fermented stuff like cucumbers, beetroots, and jalapenos. I know that combination sounds unusual to some people, but I absolutely loved it. The crunch of the cucumber, the sweetness of cherry tomatoes, the earthly taste of beetroots, the little kick from the jalapenos. It's a combination that always makes me happy. And when it comes to protein, my favorite is the fish, especially the fish that is not fried in oil. I love how light it feels while still being filling and nutritious. As a busy mom and teacher, I try to make healthier choices whenever possible. Now let me tell you about food that completely surprised me. Chicken noodle soup. I never expected it to become one of my favorite Western comfort foods, but somehow the simple soup became a favorite for both me and Denae. There's something comforting about a warm bowl of chicken noodle soup. Maybe it's the warmth, maybe it's the simplicity, or maybe it's because it reminds us that happiness doesn't always come from expensive things. Sometimes happiness comes from a simple bowl of soup shared with someone you love. Meanwhile, Yuri had one mission: steak. His eyes immediately light up whenever he sees the steak station. At first, Yuri preferred medium cooked steak, but after I explained to him the importance of eating well cooked meat, especially for children, he gradually shifted to enjoying well done grilled steak. And now, he's a pro. Watching him carefully slice his steak is honestly impressive. Sometimes I look at him and think, when did my little boy become such a young man? He confidently gets his food, carries his plate, and carefully cuts his steak all by himself. Of course, I still keep an eye on him, but seeing him become more independent makes me both proud and emotional at the same time. One funny moment happened during dinner. Yuri looked at my plate and said, "Mom, you're not rich." I started laughing. I asked him why, and he replied, "Because you're not eating my favorite steak." Apparently, according to Yuri standards, rich people eat steak all the time. Kids truly have the funniest logic. Now, let's talk about one of my secret favorites, the tiny fried bread that reminds me of binangkal back home in the Philippines. It's crunchy on the outside and satisfying to bite into. Unlike our traditional binangkal, it doesn't have sugar granules coating the outside. Every time I eat it, it brings back memories of home. It's amazing how food can connect us to our childhood. No matter how far away we travel, no matter where life takes us, some flavors always bring us back. And then we arrive at dessert. Well, besties, the dessert section is dangerous. Very dangerous. There are cakes everywhere, chocolate cakes, cream cakes, fruit desserts, cookies, brownies, ice cream, cotton candy, and many more sweet treats. But my personal favorite, the orange-colored mashed sweet potato topped with cream. I absolutely loved it. It's sweet, creamy, smooth, and comforting. Every single visit, I look forward to it. Now I completely understand why Golden Corral is one of the most visited buffet restaurants by locals. The restaurant is spacious, the dining area is clean, the food stations are organized, staff members are friendly and hardworking, families can relax and enjoy their meals together, and perhaps, most importantly, there is something for everyone. Whether you're craving vegetables, steak, soup, desserts, fruits, or comfort food, you can find it here. For me, this restaurant represents more than food. It represents gratitude. As I sat here watching my children enjoy themselves, I couldn't help but think about my younger self. The little girl who grew up with very limited resources. The little girl who dreamed of seeing the world. The little girl who wondered what life looks like outside her small community. If someone had told that little girl that one day she would become a teacher in America, bring her children to restaurants like this, and create videos sharing her journey with thousands of people, she probably wouldn't have believed it. And that's why I want to tell you something today. If you're currently struggling, if you're currently discouraged, if you're currently wondering whether your dreams will ever come true, please don't stop. Don't quit. Don't let your current circumstances convince you that your future is already decided, because your present situation is not your final destination. Dreams take time, success takes time, growth takes time. Sometimes life will make you drive through storms. Sometimes the rain will be heavy, sometimes you'll want to turn around, but keep going. One step at a time, one prayer at a time, one opportunity at a time. You never know how close you are to the life you've been praying for. Today, as I watched my children happily eating steak, ice cream, cakes, and cotton candy, I felt incredibly grateful. Not because of the food, but because of the journey. The journey from poverty to possibility. The journey from fear to courage. The journey from dreams to reality. And if it happened for me, it can happen for you too. Thank you so much for joining us today, Call Filter Besties. If you enjoyed spending dinner with our family, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Tell us in the comments what is your favorite food at a buffet restaurant, and if you've never been to Golden Corral before, what food would you try first? Until our next adventure, keep dreaming, keep believing, keep praying, and never stop working toward the life you deserve. Love you, besties. See you in the next vlog.